What are your thoughts on domestic violence?
Domestic violence is, of course, something negative that tears relationships apart. It affects every member of the family, I think, and it's hard on the parents, and it's especially hard on children when they're involved.
Okay. What do you think is the main reason for domestic violence?
Um, I could not say that there's one particular reason, but if I was to zero in on one, the main one would be communication or miscommunication. Persons, especially, you find that a lot of relationships, people get together young, they're still growing, their experiences are not so pronounced, and so you have, when issues come up, people do not express themselves well, persons are not able to rationalize situations, they are not able to see an incident or an event and make balanced perspective of such. And because of that, there's a lot of anger with the misunderstanding, and I think that's one of the main things that
Oh, so you're
contribute to it.
basically saying that people are going into a relationship when they're not ready?
It's quite possible, but then you have adults too. I know I mentioned young people, but you have adults too who really, their level of understanding, their level of patience, their perspectives may not, how could I say this now? Their perspective on things may not necessarily be what is, but it is their perspective, and because of this, they will act out in particular situations based on their perspective.
Or the emotion, whatever they think,
Yes.
they use the emotion.
Right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why would someone stay in a toxic relationship?
All right. If we look at the Jamaican society right now, sometimes it is the women, especially, because you do have domestic violence situation where the man or the male is the victim, right? But in most cases, the females are the victims, and it's sometimes because of needs or wants. They may remain in a particular situation. It can be fear as well. They're afraid to see what's out there otherwise than this, or they are afraid of leaving the partner and what would happen to them.
Okay. Not being gender biased, but in Jamaica, why is it always the male abusing the female?
Well, most cases, based on what I have observed, I think some of our men, maybe through, I don't know if it's something that passed on through generations, but they do not spend the time to understand women, I think. Some of them do not respect women any at all, so a woman's perspective, a woman's opinion is not given any thought.
So they have a saying, say children practice what they learn. So you're saying based on their social environment,
Definitely the social environment.
how they were growing up and all that,
Yes.
what they see in their environment, is the behavior is going to reflect sooner or later.
And I mean, the world is evolving, and there are opportunities for men like these to get counseling, because you're dealing with another human being on a day-to-day basis. You sleep in the same bed with her, she prepares your meal, or you might prepare the meal, whatever it is, and you spend a lot of time together. And even if they leave one relationship and go to the next, they will still be having relationships. So I believe that these men, and they know who they are too, and I'm not trying to sound biased either, just seek help.
Okay. All right. Do you think it's right for a female to use a man? She have no intention.